Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Foxborough High School for the first round of the 2018 MIAA Division II South Tournament with tonight's matchup featuring the Foxborough Warriors and the New Mission Titans. I'm Brady Gardner alongside Chad Burst and Brian Gardner. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, guys, this is the big one, the first game of the playoffs, and this is a really interesting game on paper. It's a culmination of two different styles of basketball. New Mission, coming from Boston, the Boston City League, which is very competitive. They're probably going to get to look out and run, maybe run the full fast break a couple times. And also I see they're very tall. Foxborough, on the other hand, kind of play an old-fashioned type of basketball. You know, defense, not necessarily high scoring, and just good hard-nosed basketball. It's really going to be interesting to see how these two styles go head-to-head.
And it sure will, and if you don't know much about this New Mission team, it's not surprising. They are a fairly new school based out of Hyde Park, replacing the old public school there in the area. But they're here to prove something tonight against the higher-seeded Warriors. Certainly will be a test for this team. This game marked as one of the best first-round matchups in the tournament by Boston Herald in a recent article. Should be a good one, and now we'll head it over for the national anthem.
See by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Foxborough senior Kelly McCarthy with the anthem. And while we have a second here before the game gets underway, with this being the first playoff game, let's look at some end-of-season stats for the Foxborough Warriors after the regular season, now moving into the playoffs.
Well, somewhat as expected going into this season, Joe Morrison led the way in scoring for the Warriors, averaging 16.7 points a game. And if you're curious, that is 367 total points in just 22 regular season games. Also, not very surprisingly, Brandon Board came in second with 10.6 points per game, as well as Bobby Harrison and Matt Rancione with very solid contributions with 7.7 points per game and 6 points per game, respectively.
And just talking about New Mission stats on their side, they come out of the Boston City League. They finished 10-9 on the season, and they played Tech Boston 2 times during their regular season. Tech Boston being the #1 seed in the Division II South, and kind of the clear best team in Division II South as of right now. They lost to them 2 times. Their most recent matchup on February 10th, 66-45. You know, that's 21 points, but that against a team like Tech Boston, that's such a good outcome for them. This is New Mission's first year in the Division II South, coming out of the Division II North from years past. And also, Brady, they've won 3 of the last 7 state titles in the Division II MIAA tournament.
This should be a great game, and we are underway as Bobby Harrison wins the tip-off, gets it to Brandon Board. And here we go. Foxborough in the whites, going left to right. Meanwhile, in the navy blue, New Mission right to left. They'll be defensive first, and it's Joe Morrison. Actually, that was Bobby Harrison who went straight in, got the early bucket.
Looks like a strong man-to-man defense for New Mission. Certainly going to be tough for Foxborough to break it.
Here's Abdul Aiden.
Joe Morrison, the defensive stalwart, playing defense on senior R.J. Young. Certainly a matchup to keep an eye on.
Straightaway 3 ball from number 11, R.J. Young, as he just mentioned, would not go. Brandenburg takes it the other way. Takes it out. Morrison fakes a 3, finds space. Can't knock down the jumper. Rebound, Saquon Dare. Here goes Abukar Aiden. Inside to Dare. Looking for space, finds it. Nice little move to get up and get 2.
Yeah, that was Saquon Dar right there, or Dare. And talking to Teddy Mayer on the team, he said Saquon is definitely somebody they're going to have to keep their eye on. Bobby Harrison playing defense on him. Keep an eye on that matchup.
Travel called there on Teddy Mayer.
You know, in a playoff game of this caliber, there's really nobody you can leave alone per se. You're going to have to play strong defense on everybody. So there's really nobody you can focus on.
Young goes to Aiden. Double team, but he gets it into the corner. Back outside, 13. Abdul Teslim unable to convert. Brandenburg takes it the other way. Here he goes inside and all the way as he gets the left-handed layup to go.
I kind of half expected New Mission to go into a full court press early on here, but they haven't shown it yet. Certainly something they're going to have to keep an eye on.
Turn over here, Foxborough will take over. Teddy Mayer set to inbound over by the scorer's table.
There are 3 referees in MIAA playoff games. Certainly going to limit the amount of controversial calls.
Joe Morrison goes to Bobby Harrison. Straightaway 3, got it. The big man from downtown. We saw him hit a couple of those.
And you know, I've said it all year long, Harrison's kind of the X factor for this team. He averaged 7.7 per game, and he's usually that third go-to scorer. Foxborough's 9-0 this year when they've had 3 people scoring in the double digits.
In the corner, it's Aiden, guarded by Mayer. He'll go back, but it's intercepted by Roncioni. Off to the races. Able to control it, goes to Morrison. And then it's Harrison, unable to put it away. A good little rush there by Matt Roncioni. Seemed like he picked up a bit of a knock there for his efforts. Foxborough still unable to get it that possession, but a few possessions ago, Bobby Harrison hit that 3. We'll see it again. Straight away from Bobby, good start for him.
Good on-ball defense by Teddy Mayer on Aiden there.
Here's Aiden, deep 3. Just off the back rim, board right there to rebound. But it's Dare who comes up with it. Juan Salas for 3, got it. 7-5 in favor of the Warriors with 5 minutes left in this opening quarter.
Definitely a little bit of a quicker pace than Foxborough's used to.
Turnover there. Seems like an off-the-ball foul.
Although we haven't seen a foul yet, I've said it in years past, playoff games come down to, especially in high school, foul trouble and free throw shooting.
Salas with it. Go to Dare. Big man, big part of this offense. It goes to Aiden, ball handler. He goes up and in, but can't get it to go, and a foul is called late as Abukar Aiden will get to the line. The freshman, just 5'7", but he's playing a big role so far in this game on the offensive side of the ball for New Mission.
As much as Teddy's playing right up in his grill, if you will, he's been able to find seams here and there, and he seems to be the facilitator of this New Mission team.
With these 2 free throws, he could tie it up. 4:35 left in the first. Gets the first.
Very strange how he holds the ball there. He doesn't, usually they grip the laces or whatever they're called, but he kind of just grips it however.
Doesn't matter though as he goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Hey, whatever works. There's that full court press I was talking about.
Joe Morrison over near his own bench. He'll take it up for the Warriors. Defended by Teslim. That was Harrison. Goes to Matt Rangioni. Salas all over him. Gets it to Mayer. Look back to Rangioni. Nearly picked off by Salas, but went off his leg and out of bounds. Referees will talk about it.
First-year New Mission coach Malcolm Smith really did a good job of teaching their team how to deal with this Foxborough defense in practice this week.
Somehow Rangione ended up with a foul called against him on that one. Like to see that again, but New Mission will take over. That's the first foul game against Rangione, I believe. Teslum goes to Aiden. He'll set it up. Working against Mayer. Gets a pick. And will go straight inside. Up and in by the freshman. 3:52 left. This New Mission takes the lead, 9-7. Morrison for three. Just short. Didn't have enough time there. Goes to Juan Salas, who's going to take it. Abukar Aiden. Far side, Saquon Dare. Dangerous pass. And it's deflected off Rangione, then off Salas, and out of bounds.
New Mission on a good run here. Basketball's a game of runs. All of a sudden, New Mission takes away their full court press.
Trying to come at Foxborough with that element of surprise, it seems.
It looks like they've fallen into a 2-3 zone. 3 different defenses Foxborough's seen thus far.
Here's Rangione. Now board for three. Just off. Rebound Salas. He'll take it, give it to Teslum. Back to Salas, now across Aiden. Here's Saquon Dare. We're going with Dare or Dare? Gotta choose.
Dare, we'll go with Dare.
Dare, alrighty. Apologies for that, but here goes Teddy Mayer now. Mayer back after a pass from Rangione. Now it's Harrison. It's it to Morrison now. Rangione streaking inside. Salas was right with him. Goes up against 3 different Titans. Comes out with it, but they'll say he traveled on his way out. 2 substitutions made, the first of the game, to bring in Anthony Malika and Devin Hassett.
Good shifts there by Rangione and Mayer. Kind of the backbone of this team. Neither of them necessarily show up on the stat sheet all that much, but you can definitely tell there's a different vibe out on the court when they're on there.
Here's Aiden. Malika will cover him. A little miscommunication there. It goes right through the hands of Dare, who didn't seem to be expecting it. Fox will take over under their own basket.
Malcolm Smith calls for a press all of a sudden.
First-year coach Malcolm Smith of this New Mission team. Here goes Hassett now. Morrison inside. Unable to get the floater to go. New Mission are hurry it the other way, but Foxborough quick in defense. Here's Abdul Teslum. Aiden goes to Salas. Double teamed. Able to get it across. Now it's Aiden for 3. High arcing 3. Doesn't find anything except for Hassett on the far end. A foul called against Salas, trying to get the offensive board.
Hughes comes in for Harrison. The sophomore has had some good minutes thus far this season. Looking to make an impact in his first ever playoff game.
Brandon Board picked up his dribble, able to get it to Morrison, who'll go to Hassett across Malika, tons of time. Takes his dribble inside, goes for the layup. A little too strong, almost had it though. Devin Hassett with the rebound. Foul called there. Things getting a little feisty here. Early in this one, 1:35 left in the first quarter.
Dare got into it a little bit with Board on that last dead ball. Tipped the ball away from him.
Well, we know Brandon Board's not one to shy away from some competition.
Yeah, we've said it before. He's only a sophomore, but boy, does he not play like
Really
it.
does. Here goes Malika, able to beat Aiden. Gets it to Morrison. Now Board gets the switch, and it was Dare on him. But off-ball foul called against Ryan Hughes for the moving screen.
Big minutes here for Hughes playing defense on Saquon Dare. Dare's a big boy, not only in height, but in apparent weight.
Inside Dare, there he is. Able to get up and under. And Brandon Board extends the lead to 11-7 as we just about hit the minute mark here in this first quarter. Joe Morrison.
This game came out very quick, on fire. Slowed down as of late.
Malika was fouled there as it was Dare who came in strong. Got a lot of ball, but it might have been the other defender there with Malika, who was called for it. First free throw is good.
Free throws are going to win this game.
This is second. That one good as well. Both teams 100% on their free throws so far tonight. 55 seconds left in this first quarter. 11-9, New Mission. Aiden goes to Young. Morrison able to shut down Young for the most part so far tonight. As it's a double team, Salas under a lot of pressure, and he takes up his dribble, and that'll be a travel violation. Good defense from the Warriors, and they'll get an ovation from the crowd on that.
Great trap there by Morrison and Hassett. As soon as Young picked up his dribble, they just collapsed on the ball. Morrison left his assignment, but they didn't pay for it, as Young was unable to break the trap.
Here's Morrison, thought about a deep three. Instead, he'll force it over to Hassett. Able to get it to him, though. Morrison again, inside board. Posting up, he'll get it outside. Hughes for three, just off. I don't see him take those shots very often, but he wasn't far off. Three ball, Teslim. That one, no good as well. 7 seconds left. Brandon Board's gonna hurry it up. He'll look for someone, as it's Hassett, just gonna chuck it up. And I believe he was fouled. Oh no, he stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah.
So New Mission will have 1 second here to just grab it and throw it. But for all purposes, this is just about the end of the first quarter here. Aiden will chuck it up. No good. That'll conclude this first quarter. New Mission ahead 11-9. It was a pretty even first quarter there.
Yeah, Foxborough got out quickly to a 7-2 lead, and all of a sudden, New Mission went on a little bit of a run. We got it like 9-7, and then the last probably 3 minutes were very slow. Not a whole lot of action, but both teams kind of pointing, needling each other, trying to find holes here and there.
That's what these playoff games are all about, just feeling each other out, finding where you're going to be able to get some success. And I think that's what the teams were looking to do there in the first quarter. So not a ton of stats to really talk about, but let's see what, and we have anything interesting?
Well, you've got a lot of production for New Mission from the younger players here, and Dare underneath with 4 points, and Aiden with 4 also as the freshman point guard there for the New Mission. And over on the Foxborough side, Bobby Harrison came out strong with a layup and a three-pointer, so he's leading the Warriors with 5 points. And also, as usual, Devin Hassett is showing some spark off the bench with leading the game in rebounds with 3.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting. New Mission just coming in here to the second quarter makes their first substitution. So 8 minutes there with their starting 5. Meanwhile, Foxborough, 3 guys deep into their bench so far. But it'll be number 22, Jakari Brown, who checks in to replace Aiden, but I don't suspect he'll be on the bench for very long.
Yeah, Aiden only a freshman. I didn't even realize that until maybe 2 minutes ago. Really good ball handling.
Talent, yeah.
And he handles the pressure well.
Interception there, Devin Hassett. He'll head the other way. Surveys the field. Now he goes Morrison inside. Hughes, strong off the backboard. It's Brown, he'll take it the other way. Inside, Dare goes right against Hughes to get 2. Morrison to Hughes. Back to Morrison. Working against Teslim. Hassett. Goes to Brandon Board. It's for Morrison for 3. Just off the back rim. Rebound Teslim.
Those are shots that Morrison usually makes in this game.
Brown goes to Young. Down low, Dare. Back out to Brown. Seems like he'll be taking over the point guard duties with Aiden on the bench, as it's Juan Salas. Brown spins, drives inside. Just rolls around the rim, doesn't fall.
That was a very athletic move there, by Brown.
Right inside goes Brandon Board, he gets 2.
When Board gets downhill going towards the basket, it's very tough to stop him. You either got to take a charge or hope he misses, quite frankly.
That was a basket Foxborough needed after coming dry for a few minutes there. Here's Dakari Brown. Pass intercepted. Here goes Brandon Board the other way. He's got Malika with him. Goes to him. Up and off the backboard, unable to finish. And that's Hughes right there for the and one. Ryan Hughes with the offensive rebound. He'll get to the line. Big play from the sophomore. Teslam will question it, but let's see it again. Malika, good job of staying with the play. Unable to finish it though, and that's Hughes right there to clean it up, get the score.
You know what's really mature there, Hughes, is to not put the ball on the ground after he got that rebound. Less experienced kids would just put the ball on the ground, maybe not get that foul.
Malika called for a tight travel there after Foxborough got the offensive rebound when Hughes didn't finish his free throw. There's that layup by Brandon Board. Finds his way through several defenders there.
As good of a ball handler he is, I have a feeling he'd be an even better post player.
Yeah, especially on this Foxborough team, and he has been asked to do that by Coach John Gibbs. He's one of the bigger guys. Get down low, use your body. Here's Devin Hassett able to get it off the hands of number 10 there. And then Malika's pass was intercepted. It's number 10, Andrew Ficklin, who just checked in. Juan Salas. Works in the right rhythm. It'll go off his foot and out of bounds.
Number 13, Teslam, and number 30, Saquon Dare, senior and sophomore battery combo that, boy, with size and skill, they look like they're, the next coming of Shaq and David Robinson or something.
Might be a little generous.
Yeah,
Here goes
definitely.
Brown. He'll go to Teslam. Now it's Ficklin working against Malika. Salas. Jump shot. No good. And up and off the top of the backboard. So that'll be out of bounds. Foxborough taking over. 13-13 here. Tie game between Foxborough and New Mission. 5 minutes left here in the opening half.
Mayer and Rongione have come in for Hughes, Malika, and Hassett. Harrison also checked into the game.
That'll bring Foxborough back to their starting lineup. Here's Brandon Board. I don't know if that was a foul called or if he stepped out of bounds, but either way, it'll be New Mission ball the other way. Foxborough not getting away with much on the offensive end here.
Boston is the play call.
Here's Tare. He'll go to Salas. Inside pass deflected back to Salas. And just like that, the play is broken up. Driving inside is Ficklin. That pass was deflected. 3 ball. Brown in and out. Both teams struggling from beyond the arc. As Brandon Board goes to Morrison. Here's Rongione. Not about teeing up a 3. Instead, goes to Board. His shot no good. He wanted a foul called. Nothing doing there from the refs.
Well, I have a feeling Rongione's got to put that shot up there from
3 ball
3.
Teslam. No good. Some hard contact underneath. Rongione will walk it off. Salas hit the floor as well.
Taking a look at that no call on Brandon on the offensive end. I have a feeling that might have been all ball. Looks close. The last maybe 30 seconds have gotten a little bit too quick for Foxborough. Playing more a New Mission style, whereas Foxborough is more of a slow, kind of slow things down type of game.
That was Ficklin. The foul will be called against him as he was in defensive Board. Both players will be talked to here. So there's been a lot of contact between the two. Seems like Board might be a target for this New Mission team. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Teddy Mayer inbounds to Brandon Board.
I have a feeling number 10, Andrew Ficken's job is the exact same as Devin Hassett for us. Just get in there and get in the head of the one of the better offensive players on the team.
Teddy Mayer gets it to Morrison. He'll drive inside. Tripped up. It'll be a foul on the floor. It was Tare who committed it.
Yeah, Foxborough definitely playing New Mission's game right now. Things going a little too quick. And this is very rare for Foxborough. You know, maybe against Mansfield was the only game where they played the other team's, style of play.
There's that foul on Morrison. You'll see it was on the floor right there before he went up for a shot, but as Foxborough gets into the bonus with that foul, Morrison at the line anyway. He hit his first, now his second. That one good as well. Still no missed free throws in this game from either team. Aiden, who's back into the game. Goes to Brown. Inside it's Dare. Gets 2. 3:30 left in this opening half. Mayer, Morrison, now Harrison back to Mayer. We go to Matt Rangioni. Looks inside for Board, kicks it out. Harrison 3. That one off. Morrison's right there for the offensive rebound. It went off Dare's knee and out of bounds, so Foxborough with a fresh shot clock will maintain possession.
Morrison consistently makes those extra possession plays, and he's done it a few times here tonight.
Rangioni inside, shot was deflected. It's up in the hands of Dakari Brown. 15-15 tie here as we get underneath 3 minutes now. Brown against Morrison. Got Joe to bite a little bit there, but his layup doesn't go.
Very rarely do you see Morrison make a wrong move on the defensive end.
Morrison 3, just long. Bobby Harrison was going for the offensive rebound there. Just went off of him out of bounds, the referee will say.
You know, I don't doubt that Joe Morrison's going to make those threes come the second half, or maybe even the last 2 minutes, 38 seconds here. But if he's not going to put in those shots, somebody else has to step up on this team and take those shots and make them. Rangioni can do it. We've seen Board do it. Harrison's shown some touches throughout the year.
Tyree replaced by 21 Javon Williams. As underneath, that's Dakari Brown up and in for 2. New Mission reclaims the lead. Here's Morrison. Now Harrison, Foxborough with numbers. And they'll say, did he step out of bounds? Oh, it was a charge. Thank you, Brian. You know, you can just say it.
Take another look at this one. Drives baseline, and 22 did set his feet outside of the circle. I have to say, that was a very good call.
Yeah, Harrison a physical player, so he likes that kind of contact, but good play by Brown to draw it. Get the foul called. Here is Brown. He's been lively off the bench here.
You know, in basketball, you're never going to make the right call, you know? Somebody's always going to have a problem with the call.
That pass didn't find a New Mission player, but almost found our monitor here.
We've had that happen before.
Yeah, first game of the season against Mansfield. It's been a while.
Yeah, Christian Connor almost took it out with his head. Never mind the ball.
That's true. Surprised you remember the name. Rangioni for 3, just off. Foxborough struggling to convert. Aside from inside the paint here in the last few minutes. Here's Abukar Aiden. Lay it off. Jakari Brown. Morrison right there. He'll take it. 3-on-2 with Foxborough. Morrison can't get the layup to go. Rangioni's right there. Big shot from Board, gets it to Morrison. Cross court, Rangioni. Back to Board. Morrison 3. There he is, Joe Morrison. Knocks it down from deep. Rangioni nearly intercepts. That'll be New Mission ball.
That was maybe 3 extra possessions there for Foxborough.
Yeah.
Offensive rebounds, extra passes, just great ball movement, great all-around play. And Rangioni almost came away with the ball in the ensuing inbounds pass.
It was Board who kicked it out to Morrison there, and a timeout will be taken by New Mission head coach Malcolm Smith. Quite a game so far. Not the most high scoring, but certainly an exciting one here for the crowd.
Yeah, this second quarter, it feels like you can't even breathe. There's so much intensity in this gym. Not the most outcome as far as number of people, but boy, you can feel it, you know?
Oh, let's see this here. Yeah, almost took us out, but this is what we keep Brian around for. He's there to protect us. Almost had it, too.
I try.
Man,
We got any stats over there, Brian?
Well, it's good to see Joe starting to get back into this game here after a good amount of first misses. He got a little bit of heat into those first couple free throws, and then got that three-pointer. Now he's already tied for the lead for Foxborough scoring, so it's good to see him back up there. That should be something to keep watching out for as the game progresses. Hopefully it can continue scoring for the Warriors.
You know what, we just saw right there, I believe that's the Hanover team.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a clipboard over there. They're taking some notes. The winner of this game will face Hanover. If New Mission prevails, it'll be in Hanover on Saturday. Foxborough wins, it'll be here in the Foxborough Gymnasium. So all to play for here tonight, one and done tournament as Aiden tees up a three, and that one was deflected as Harrison's right there. He'll get fouled. There's Javon Williams underneath battling for it.
It's a strange strategy from New Mission. They have their their starting lineup, but they leave their subs in for extended periods of times. It's almost like they have like 7 different possible lineups, whereas Foxborough, they'll take out maybe Mayer and Rongioni and put in Moloch and Hassett. But Coach Malcolm Smith definitely has trust in all of his players.
Harrison hits his first. Gives his team a 2-point lead, 19-17. His second, no good. Here's Ficklin, he'll take it up with 40 seconds left in the half. Here's Brown. Gets trapped, able to get it to Aiden. Into the corner, Ficklin. They'll look for an option. Travel could have been called, fans wanted it, but nothing given. As it's Brown with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Deep three off the back rim. Rebound, Williams. He goes right up, can't get it to go. But that's number 12, Marshall Martin, the senior, 6'4", and he used every foot of him there to get it in and get to the line.
13.7 on the clock. Hughes is coming in for Harrison. That's a very smart play by Coach Gibbs there. You do not want a third foul here in the first half. Foul trouble is going to win this game. Free throws, I've said it before.
One shot here for Martin. Doesn't go. Rebound Morrison. They've got 10 seconds to try to get the other way.
They're going to have to find Morrison for a shot in the corner.
Here's Rongioni.
Rongioni will do too.
Just off. They'll have one more chance here. And he tried to find someone, and the buzzer will sound as both teams will head into the locker rooms at a 19-19 stalemate. But an exciting first half here. Any final thoughts before we head to the halftime?
A very competitive game. It's going to be a close one all night. And there's really nothing, neither team has shown their hand thus far, if you will. New Mission's had multiple different defenses, multiple different lineups. It's really been a combination of different styles and different ways of playing this game. That's one of them is going to prevail.
Yeah, another one of these classic coaching chess matches, I should say. Final look at some stats, Brian, please.
Well, I think one of the biggest stories thus far is that one of the biggest challenges for Foxborough that they faced this year is their size, and this is a big test for them against New Mission. And Dare underneath has scored 8 points, which leads the game. But other than that, the Foxborough defense is still holding strong, and despite some poor shooting by their standards, they're still very much in this game as it's tied going into halftime.
All right, that'll be it. We'll head it to halftime and be back with the third quarter. And welcome back to the second half of this MIAA Division II South Tournament game between the Foxborough Warriors and the New Mission Titans. I'm Brady Gardner with Chad Burst and Brian Gardner. Teams currently tied 19-19 as we head into the third quarter of play.
If you told me at the beginning of the game that halftime would have been 19-19, I would have said maybe after the first quarter, but not at halftime. At points during the game, Foxborough's been playing New Mission style of play. But all of a sudden, towards the second half of that second quarter, New Mission kind of got into Foxborough's swing of things, if you will, and slowed it down a little bit. There's definitely a chippiness and edge in this game. Hopefully it doesn't boil over too quickly.
Yeah, well, you say Foxborough, or this game kind of, not really the scoring game that you'd expected. Well, Foxborough has a habit of doing that. coming against these strong offensive teams where you expect a shootout and putting the emphasis on defense and keeping it low scoring. Those are the games they tend to succeed in, and they'll look to continue here as we enter the second half of play. Foxborough going right to left in the white. Meanwhile, New Mission left to right in the blue. Early basket there for Bobby Harrison as he goes straight in and gets 2.
Whatever John Gibbs said in the halftime speech rather, must have helped.
Well, Coach Gibbs does have a knack at saying the right thing in the locker room. Foxborough usually comes in hot after the break. We'll see if they do that again here in this third quarter. Foul called there as it was Saquon Dare trying to get to the basket, but impeded along the way.
That's tough for Harrison. That's going to be his third. He'll come out for a little spell here. Hassett's going to replace him. That's real tough for Foxborough as they really don't have anybody with the size of Harrison to play match up defensively against Dare.
Here's Harrison on the offensive end there. Tricky layup, able to get it to go. Dare missed his first with the cheers from the Foxborough fans. Second, no good as well. And board the other way. New Mission backs off.
New Mission using one of their 3 defenses.
It was interesting the first half. Here's Morrison for 3. Got it. Joe Morrison hot out of the gates from the from the intermission. Meanwhile, it'll be Abukar Aiden working against Teddy Mayer. That was an exciting matchup in the first half. Here he is again. Gives it to Juan Salas. Underneath, Dare working against Hassett. Bit of a mismatch there. Dare goes up, gets the floater to go. 24-21 Warriors.
Malcolm Smith adamant with the play number 5.
Here goes Morrison underneath, and a lot of contact there. RJ Young coming in hot. But Morrison will get to the line.
That's one thing I noticed earlier in the game. Those backdoor cuts for Morrison, maybe it's board, when Mayer has possession up at the top of the key, that's open all the time. Maybe Coach Gibbs saw that.
Here's Morrison's free throw. No good. And now look at the New Mission fans getting into it.
I don't know if that is New Mission up there. That might be Hanover.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is. I've never heard a roar from that stand.
They're into it, though. How about that? I think it is the Hanover fans. After his free throw went there, let's see Morrison's three-pointer again. Textbook 3 from the corner from Joe. Here's Juan Salas. Abukar Aiden working against Teddy Mayer. Aiden jumps, looked for a pass, but instead it's Morrison who head the other way. Goes straight to the hoop and gets it to go, but a charge is called. And look at the fans going at the ref now.
That's, that's such a tough call for a high school referee to call. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. They might have got it right.
Yeah.
Aiden set his feet outside of the proverbial circle. It's such a bang play.
Well, they'll move on from it. It's RJ Young here. Looks inside. And a little back and forth here between Young and Dare. Pass gets away from Young. Salas able to retrieve. Against Rangione here. Inside Dare. Foul caught against Hassett. He was reaching just a little too much. And Salas tried to add something extra there as he chucked up a 3, and Rangione gave him a little bit contact.
New Mission definitely trying to take advantage of the Hassett on Dare matchup. Hassett definitely undersized, but he's going to give it his all on the defensive end. Try to get underneath Dare.
Nice basket there. New Mission able to get a quick play going. That was the little man, Aiden, up and under. Here's Brandon Board. 23-25 Warriors. Foul called here. This Board tried to head to the basket. See that last little inbound play from New Mission. Aiden right inside. Nice little move to get under Morrison. Here's Board, and he goes inside and gets the layup.
Those quick little bursts of energy from Board. very rarely come up empty. It's almost every time he makes a quick move to the basket, they're coming away with points.
Aiden up and inside again. He drew the contact, he'll get to the line. A little slower pace here to the third quarter compared to the first half there.
To be honest, though, the first quarter was kind of like that, too. Started out slow and then kind of gradually got faster and faster. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this Bahir, number 3's first minutes of the game? I don't remember seeing him in the first half.
That is correct. It's number 3, Jonathan Bahir. Seeing some action here. So New Mission getting deep into their bench as Aiden hits his second. And here comes Bahir flying in for the full court press from New Mission. Mayer takes it in against Aiden. Back to Mayer from Rangioni, inside board. He'll kick it out. Hassett thought about a 3. Now we'll go to Morrison. Pump fake, drives inside and gets the layup. That's a strong play from Joe Morrison to get to.
Bahir came in and played almost a box and one type defense on Board there. Board was able to find some empty open room, realized that he was gonna get nothing from it, and kicked it off right away.
That's a strong elbow there from Saquon Dare right to Morrison. But he takes it like a pro. Gets right back up, accepts the foul called against Dare. He'll get a checkup from Coach Gibbs, a little bit of information as well. But he just got the possession back for his team. Good play by the captain. Mayer to the corner for Morrison.
Another one of the defenses for New Mission, now a 2-3 zone.
Rangioni looking for Min, he's got Board. 9 seconds on the shot clock, it's Board again. Now Morrison for 3, got it. Joe Morrison was calling for it and he made the most of that one. He's getting hot.
I said it in the first half, he wasn't making them and I didn't count him out, but I challenged somebody else to step up. And I didn't expect him to step up.
Aiden no good from behind the arc. Here goes Mayer. A lot of contact there, but it ends up in the hands of Rangioni. Foxborough playing quick basketball here. Foul is called. Not the way they drew it up. Not able to get a positive result in the end for the Warriors. See a 3 ball from Joe. He saw him calling for it. Dare left him alone. Knocks it down, and Brandon Board celebrating as well. Timeout will be called. Foxborough heating up here. 32-25 with 4:09 left in the third.
That's that type of stretch that Foxborough needed, and they didn't have it in the first half. That maybe 2 minutes where that the defense and the offense come together and separate these two teams. It's really not New Mission's fault. They're coming out and they're playing their game.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling they're going to try and work it down low again to Dare with Harrison presumably out. He might come back in with 3 fouls. But if Hassett is going to continue to play defense on Dare, that's a mismatch for Foxborough. And New Mission's going to try and take advantage of that.
Well, certainly a buzz here in the second half in this gym. And Foxborough taking full advantage of it. That home court advantage, and we see Hanover again. They got to be thinking about this strong start from the Warriors. Become a real characteristic of this team, coming in hot out of the break.
This is Hanover's first year in Division II. Last year they won the Division III state championship.
But the matter at hand right now, Foxborough and New Mission. There's Teddy Mayer. Salas was right with Rangioni, forced Mayer to look for a secondary option, which was Board. He'll pick up his dribble. Again, Morrison. Now Hassett. Travel called. It's the same referee who keeps calling those travels as the players try to get his quick step and dribble towards the basket. He's been looking for that all night. Aiden, pass intercepted Board. They go to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. More Rangioni right there. That shot was blocked. And New Mission will head the other way. Juan Salas takes it to the hoop. And a travel called as he tried to go up. He thought there was a little bit of a knock there, but referee goes against him.
There's definitely a chip in an attitude in this game that Foxborough hasn't encountered since I can remember in the Franklin game, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a chippy game. I don't think they've had this type of game since. And the same could probably be said of New Mission. Obviously, I haven't been at all their games, but this low scoring, kind of feeling each other out, I have a very hard time believing that they've played that game regularly.
Hassett goes to the basket with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Couldn't get it to go, and Salas trying to dribble away from pressure. But it's Rangione who knocks it away. Substitution made for New Mission. Jakari Brown will check back in. There's Aiden to inbound. It's Brown straight away. We'll find Tyreesh Marshall. Aiden underneath. And that was Abdul Teslim. He gets a 2. Brandon Board. Now Hassett. Rangione had an opportunity for a straightaway 3, but we know Rangione is a pass-first kind of player. Looking for his teammates to get good looks. And here goes Mayer right inside. He'll get the layup. Teddy coming in with a little 2-pointer right there.
You don't see it too often from the point guard, but whenever he makes a basket, it seems like it's that extra thing that Foxborough needs.
Brown lost the handle. Here goes Rangione. He'll lay it for Morrison. Got it. Joe Morrison trailing the play. Knocks down a layup. 2 minutes left. Foxborough opening the gap. 36-27. New Mission looking to turn the tides here. Deep 3, Aiden. High arc on that one, didn't go. Might not be a shot there for Abukar Aiden. As Brandon Board goes right inside, trying to draw the foul. Foul will go out of bounds. New Mission takes over. Malika comes back into the game. Let's see Morrison's layup one more time. Rangione went right into the contact, but you could tell he wanted Morrison all the way. Found him, got the 2. Marshall goes to Aiden. Bounce pass inside to Ray. Working on Hassett. Call will go against New Mission. They're not happy about it.
That's the player Hassett is. That's who he is. He's gonna get in your head. He's gonna get under your skin. That's just the kind of guy he is, and Foxborough wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job actually against RA, and that'll force RA to take a seat. How many fouls does he have, Brian?
That's his 3rd.
That's his 3rd. So him and Harrison, both with 3 fouls. Those 2 signature big men for these teams. Getting in trouble here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Here goes Malika. Rangione, Morrison, Hassett for 3. Off both rims and out. Takari Brown. Goes to Ficklin, who's back in. Morrison nearly stripped it. Underneath. And that's up and in from number 13. That's Abdul Teslim. Brandon Board with Tyreesh Marshall in coverage. Morrison goes to Malika. They'll go up and inside for a layup. How about that from Anthony Malika?
I don't usually like to make commentary by just making noises, but that was a play and a half there by the junior.
Yes, it was. Anthony's shown up with a few of those nice little plays in recent games. Good contributor off the bench for this Warrior team. Stripped away. Morrison's just going to chuck it up. Found the backboard, but not the hoop. And Aiden will chuck it too, but the buzzer sounded before anyway. But a strong 3rd quarter. Really a characteristic of this Warrior team. As we mentioned, 33-29, or 38-29, I should say, in favor of Foxborough as we see Malika's basket one more time there. Chad, you're a fan of that one.
Oh, yeah. Acrobatic, to say the least. Full domination there of the third quarter by Foxborough. Every aspect of the game they were proficient in. They brought a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and they had that extra intangible that New Mission didn't have in that quarter.
Brian, let's hear some third quarter stats, please.
Well, you mentioned that you thought Hassett would have a bit of a difficult time there on Dare, but after 4 quick points, Dare slowed down. Now he only has 10, although he still does lead his team. And also in the freshman, Aiden, as the point guard, is slowed down as well with 8 points. However, you are seeing some contributions from Teslam, who now has 4, and that him especially, and some other contributions from players who didn't have points in the first half have now started to keep them in the game. But on the Warrior side, Joe Morrison getting hot now, with leading the game with 16 points, along with solid contributions from Harrison, providing 8, even though he's been in foul trouble. He remains on the bench coming out here for this 4th quarter, but he has the solid contributions for the Warriors, as well as Board and Malika.
Thank you. Habakar Aiden.
Sorry to cut you off there. Malik and Hassett are going to have to hold things down, if you will, until Foxborough is able to get Mayer and Harrison back into this game after their rest. That they've found themselves in that role a lot this year, and they've done it very well thus far.
Into the 4th quarter now, as New Mission unsuccessful on their first possession of the quarter. And here's Foxborough now. Morrison, 3 ball, Malika, got it. Anthony Malika knocks down a 3.
You heard John Gibbs throughout the play saying, there it is, there it is.
Yep.
That must have been what he drew up.
Anthony Malika doesn't miss. Here goes Ficklin, back to Brown, goes inside, gets a layup. Strong play from the freshman. A couple freshmen playing big roles for this New Mission team. Meanwhile, Tyrese Marshall able to get the steal and go up.
This game is certainly not over. This full court press of New Mission is going to suffocate Foxborough.
Malika to Rangioni, now it's Board. Foxborough looking to settle things down. Malika got it. And he'll go up and in for a layup. He's hot. Foxborough feeding him. Ficklin lost the handle. Morrison took over. The foul was called on Ficklin.
Here's that play that Foxborough drew up out of the break. Morrison drives into the defense and leaves out Malika. Malika wanted a foul on that one.
Board and Morrison break the press. Board right to the hoop. And you can't stop him from there. It's either give the foul or give the basket. And they chose the former. He'll get to the line.
That's Young's 4th foul. Something to watch out for there.
Certainly, Brian, certainly. Other than that, is there any foul trouble for Foxborough?
Still just Harrison with 3, but this late in the game, it might not be too much of a factor.
Yeah.
6:26 left. This Brandon Board. The second goes, and he'll salute the Hanover fans. Oh, that'll be funny.
We still don't even know if they're from Hanover or not.
Well, you gotta assume, but yeah. So, New Mission. They do have time, but Foxborough not stopping.
That's going to have to be their source of points.
Yeah, it was Teslam underneath. Timeout will be called by John Gibbs for Foxborough. He's got something he wants to say to his team here with the final 6 minutes quickly approaching.
A 9-point lead. No need to go out there and force the issue. But they're definitely going to, they're going to take their time getting down the court. They're not going to force any bad shots or low percentage shots. It's going to be a great quarter.
And again, Coach Malcolm Smith still in his first season as head coach of this New Mission Titans squad, but you got to give him credit. He's really coached his team well, and they're hanging in here with a Foxborough squad that's been pretty strong all season.
Yeah, and speaking of New Mission, the New Mission girls team won their first game last week. Foxborough won their first, or the other day rather. Foxborough girls team won their first game yesterday, and they play tomorrow. And wouldn't that be a story? Both teams win the Hockomock Davenport division, boys and girls. And maybe they'll make their runs in the tournament as well. All right, we know the girls, they made it to the state semifinals last year. With higher hopes this year. Boys probably the same.
Anthony Malka able to jump and keep it in bounds as Foxborough breaks the press. Matt Rongioni here. Gonna go to Malka. Now Harrison. Pass was deflected. Foxborough will keep possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Foxborough sitting at a 9-point lead, but they'll try to make it double digits. Ficklin knocks it out over here towards us. Foxborough try again. Malka in the backcourt, Ficklin all over him. Foxborough keeps backing up here. Down to 13 seconds in the shot clock underneath on their own baseline. Brandon Board to inbound. And they'll be trapped in the corner. Might have been a jump ball called, I believe. Foxborough maintaining possession. Now down to 11 seconds, kind of a odd little sequence of events here. It's Brandon Board in the corner, right with the Foxborough fan section. He'll chuck it deep, and he's got Morrison. Good vision there from Board. And now it's Harrison, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Board finds it again. He'll go to Harrison for three. Just off. Malka throws it up. That wasn't no good. Malka again. Jump pass.
See, that's
no
where
good.
Foxborough, after their shot clock gets renewed, they don't need to put up that straight shot right away. Take it outside, waste a little bit more time, regain your composure, and set up a play.
Teslam's three was no good there, but it's a good point from you. Foxborough had another 30 seconds they could have burned there. Instead, tried to get the quick shot. Unable to convert. Here they are again, though. Brandon Board goes to Matt Rongioni, now Joe Morrison. That'll be Harrison. Malika. He'll knock it down again, and that's 11 points for him, according to Brian's records here. It's the double-digit mark.
Yeah, he's just kind of a pain in the butt out there for New Mission. Defensively, he's being a pest. Offensively, he's putting the ball in the hoop.
Ficklin off the mark. Here goes Brandon Board. And Malka all alone. He gets the layup to go, as Teslam was right there with him. And how about Anthony Malika? Really coming in strong here off the bench. 4:24 left. 48 to 35. As Foxborough has everything going their way right now, and Rongioni will check out, replaced by Teddy Mayer. Meanwhile, a few changes as Coach Smith tries to get things going the right way here for New Mission. But you got to give credit to Foxborough. Here it is again with Anthony Malika up and in for the layup, and then Board finds him there. A Hail Mary pass converts.
You know, as good as Malik has been tonight, as good as Morris has been tonight, I really think it's Brandon Board's efforts that's going to be the thing that we remember of this game. Passing the ball, defensively being a pest. He's really been spectacular tonight. And
There he is,
he
yeah.
puts the ball in the hoop, too.
You know, all the expectations put on him just as a sophomore here. A two-year varsity player, 2 years into his high school career. And he's really lived up to everything that people have wanted from him and
You know,
more.
We don't want to put the pressure on him, but,
Yeah.
you know, looks like he's going to be a 1,000-point scorer as well.
Rejected there. I believe it was Morrison dropping back in coverage. Three ball Salas. That one no good. Morrison's right there to rebound. And a foul by Jarre. Joe Morrison with a little smile there. Let's see this again. You don't see this too often from Joe, but he's right there. Nothing but ball there. So already, 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in this game. Foxborough can be in the bonus. I shouldn't say already. it's not a ton of time, but you know, as bonus comes into the play here, as New Mission possibly foul, trying to get back into this one.
Yeah, especially seeing Foxborough has all the momentum, and they're in the bonus. It's going to take a Herculean effort from New Mission to get back into this game. Obviously, anything can happen in high school basketball, but
Morrison good from the line on both attempts. 52-35 now. Foxborough hits the half-century mark.
I think what has been the debilitating factor of New Mission is they don't have that go-to scorer. Dalray is obviously able to put the ball in the hoop, but you know, we have Morrison, we have Board, we have those guys that, you know, Foxborough can go to. I don't know if New Mission has that.
Man down on the court here. I'll check in on him in a second, but Malika's three was off. That's Ficklin who's hobbling. We'll have a stoppage here. That's a change out for him. It's number 11, RJ Young, set to check in once we get things sorted out here. Let's see it again.
Yeah, he just lost his balance a little bit.
Yep.
A wet spot. You always see those people with the mops in the NBA. You kind of wish they had them out here sometimes. Maybe pay one of the little kids $5. Go mop up after a dead ball or something.
There's Mr. Corliss when you need him.
Yeah.
We see him doing that sometimes, and here comes Coach Gentile. He'll take care of it. The little rag he's got. Maybe too late, though. We got a huddle here for New Mission. Referees will separate it. If they need something to happen here, they've got 3 minutes left and a 17-point lead that they are trying to surmount here. Here's Brown. Pass taken away by Mayer. He'll weave in and out, go to Morrison. Cross court, Malika. Looking for an option as he sets up this offense. Goes to Board. Malika streaking to the hoop. Lefty layup. You know, I'd love to see his conversion numbers here tonight because I feel like he hasn't missed. Maybe one. Alrighty. Thank you, Browns. 2:22 left to start. The Buses chant begins. It's Foxborough really strong here in the second half. Here's Darray. Ends up in the hands of Morrison. Hello.
Whoa. Let's play that one back. I'm glad I'm kind of glad the refs didn't see that one.
Technical called against Darray.
Oh boy. You don't see that too often. I don't know if we're going to be allowed to play that back.
Well, you know, Morrison, he's a quiet player. He's calm, but it was Darray just coming at him there. Let's see it here.
All right. So Morrison just ends up with the ball.
He wasn't even involved in the play.
He punched him. He went to punch him. Are you kidding me?
Well, he'll take a seat on the bench, and if Coach Smith is smart, he might keep him out for a few more minutes here.
I don't expect him to come back into this game.
It is tough because he's been one of their better players tonight, but sometimes your emotions just get the best of you, and that's what happened in that situation. As Morrison makes him pay with the first technical free throw there.
I've seen a lot of things in high school basketball. I've never seen somebody try to punch another player.
Well, a good job by the Foxborough team to just chuckle about it.
Very well put. Very well put.
Definitely could have got a lot worse there. Look at it.
He punched him. He literally punched him.
You know, it looked worse from the other angle. I thought it was side of the face kind of thing, but just got him in the back. But still, certainly not what you hope to see here. As Board gets a 2 there. Here's RJ Young. He'll take a 3. That one, no good. New Mission just coming up cold when it matters the most. 1:50 left. Brandon Board. And he's just getting things for pride now.
I like real plays left and right.
As the Hanover team will head out, they've seen enough here.
They know what they have to pay attention to. Take another look at that basket by Board. Broke the kid's ankles and then saw a seam and just took it.
And you know this is what Board loves. This is his moment.
Everything from Foxborough is clicking at the right time. Offensively, they're in the rhythm. You know, I can't remember the last time they scored 60 points. Defensively, holding the team of this caliber to 35 points, and they're moving quickly too, New Mission. You know, that high pace, high level game usually yields a lot more points than 35.
Yeah, and this is really the kind of game that is really going to give Foxborough a good test, as we've seen here tonight, heading into the later stages of this tournament. You know, like you said, a very athletic, quick team, dangerous one at that. But Foxborough able to take the challenge in hand here as they lead 60-35 with 1:45 left here. And the subs will get an opportunity as Liam Devlin, Will Morrison, Stephen Foster, J.T. Burke,
Kevin Gallagher.
and Kevin Gallagher. Yeah, that's the one I was missing. Man, you'd love to see Stephen get a basket here. He got one actually over the last vacation.
JT did as
JT
well.
did
yeah.
as well. Yeah. Can't
Good
forget
to
him.
see the seniors get out there. They don't get out there too often,
Exactly.
but you know, I said it in the senior night game. Having these program guys helps so much with the young guys, teaching them just how to be a high school athlete, a student athlete, and it's really awesome to see these older guys get in there. Also,
Yeah.
you know, you need these bench guys to get some experience to learn how to play a playoff game. If, you know, an extenuating circumstance happens, you know, knock on wood, but you never know.
That was Liam Devlin, and he took a step out of bounds. So quick possession there for the Warriors. They'll head back on defense. Stephen Foster will pick up number 4, Takil Gaskill. I wanted to say that name all night. And a 3-ball there for 12, Marshall Martin.
It was actually a
It's just-
2.
Yep, deep 2. Thank you. That's what you're here for, picking up the things that I miss.
Yep.
Sometimes is, you know, too much. Like, here's Kevin Gallagher. Goes to Foster for 3. Oh, Steven. We got to get him one. 58 seconds left. Foster quick in defense of Gaskill. He'll take a 3. Got it. And these guys coming alive for New Mission. Off the bench is Kevin Gallagher. We'll take it up. 45 seconds left. A couple more possessions left in this one before the clock runs out. As it's Burke. Now Gallagher. Gonna take a dribble. Go straight to the hoop. A foul there. He'll get to the line. 31 seconds left. 60-41. Chad, do we know anything about this Hanover team?
I said it earlier. They won the D3 state championship last year. First year in D2. I don't know anything about their personnel and everything, but they're clearly a solid team that has a history of winning. Usually that means they have a good coach who knows how to win playoff games. It's going to be a great game. Saturday at 6:30, I believe, is going to be the game time.
Yeah, we'll see. That game time yet to be determined, but I think they were just hesitating because we didn't know if it would be in Hanover or if it would be here. Liam Devlin unable to get the block there of number 11, RJ Young, the senior, playing in his final game here. As Kevin Gallagher with 15 seconds left, so Foxborough will likely run out the clock here. Stephen Foster gets to Gallagher. We'll see if they take a final shot. Foster thought about it. 7 seconds. Gallagher, he'll dribble. Get it across Will Morrison. 1 second left, and that'll do it. Foxborough survives the challenge of New Mission here. Strong game from both teams, but when it counted, Foxborough made the most of it and got the win. 60-43, the final, and they will move on to face Hanover in just 2 days this Saturday.
That was the best half of basketball Foxborough has played thus far. Total dominance of the game, able to compete, keep their composure in a playoff atmosphere. Really wonderful to see.
Final look at the stats, please, Brian.
Yep, the Warriors were able to shut down the Stars of New Mission there, keeping them to a lower score, and as they progressed on offense and found their rhythm, they worked their way all the way up to 60 points. Joe Morrison leading the way with 20 points, as well as strong contributions from Malika with 15 and Board with 13.
All right, thank you very much. So for Chad Burson, Brian Gardner, and of course, our whole team of volunteers here for Foxborough Cable Access, making it happen behind the scenes. I'm Brady Gardner, and thanks for watching, and we will see you this Saturday for Foxborough against Hanover in the second round of the playoffs. Signing off. All right, I'm joined now by Coach Gibbs and Anthony Malika of the Foxborough Warriors after this 60-43 win over New Mission. First off for you, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it feels great. Obviously, all state tournament wins are huge. They're all special. And as I said to the guys in the locker room, that first one's always the toughest. You know, we haven't played in 8 days. You know, you kind of have to get used to that state tournament atmosphere. So we came out a little tight, but we really played well in the second half, and hopefully we can get on a roll now.
All right, thank you, Coach. And Anthony, the offense really came together there in the third quarter. What do you think sparked your guys, you know, in getting that little push to get there and get the lead against the New Mission defense?
It was huge. We had that huge and won by Hughes in the first half, and that sparked us.
Yeah, well, a big performance from you here tonight. And Coach Gibbs, I know it's early, but looking ahead to Hanover on Saturday, any early scouting report on them?
Yeah, it should be a really good matchup. You know, the two teams are very similar. They match up really well in terms of how they play, how we play, the size. It should be a really good game, kind of what you'd expect out of a 4-5 game. So, you know, these guys go home and enjoy the win tonight. We'll go home as coaches and kind of get to work and get ready for practice tomorrow. But it should be a really good game, and hopefully we'll get another really good crowd out here supporting us.
All right, well, thank you, guys. So for Chad Burson, Brian Gardner, I'm Brady Gardner. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on Saturday here against Hanover. Wow, navy blue, mission right to left. First, Joe Morrison. Bobby. There he goes inside and all the way. He gets the left-handed layup to go. Joe Morrison versus Bobby Harris. Straightaway three, got it. The big man from down. Goes straight inside, up and in by the rest of the navy blue. Right to left. First, Joe Morrison. Bobby. Here he goes inside and all the way. He gets the left-handed layup to go. Morrison with Bobby Harris. Straightaway three, got it. The big man from down. Morrison three. There he is, Joe Morrison. Knocks it down. Left, right, into blue. Early basket there for Bobby Harris, but he goes straight in. Goes into the first half. Here's Morrison for three, got it. Joe Morrison hot out of the gate. Again. Now Morrison for three, got it. Joe Morrison. Three ball. Malika. Got it. Anthony Malika knocks down. Go up and in for a layup. 150 left. Brandon Moore. He's just getting things for pride now.